A day in the life of Mark Zuckerberg. Of course, we're referring to Mark Zuckerberg, the American media tycoon, entrepreneur, and internet businessman was born in 1984, and his work has had a massive impact on how society connects with one another. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the life of Mark Zuckerberg and how he spends his day. So make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. Eduardo Saverin, Andrew McCollum, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, who were Zuckerberg's roommates at Harvard University, helped him establish Facebook in February 2004. They initially launched the website on a few selected college campuses. It quickly spread outside the colleges. 1 billion people were actively using Facebook in 2012. With the majority of the company's shares, Zuckerberg floated the business in May 2012. At the age of just 23, he became the youngest self-made millionaire in history in 2007. In March 2022, Zuckerberg's net worth was predicted to be $74.5 billion by Forbes Real-Time Billionaires. Since 2008, Zuckerberg has been recognized by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential persons in the world. In 2016, he ranked 10th on Forbes' list of the world's most powerful individuals. It's difficult to understand how Mark Zuckerberg does everything with such a demanding work. Here's a sneak peek into the CEO's day in case you've ever been curious. Morning's routine. Mark Zuckerberg is not a morning person, unlike many other well-known businessmen and celebrities. Not unexpectedly, as soon as he gets up at 8 a.m., he checks his Facebook Messenger, and WhatsApp accounts. He may work out after catching up on his social media. He usually works out 3 days a week. He will eat whatever he can find in his fridge or cupboard for breakfast because he is not too choosy. Afternoon's routine. Zuckerberg acknowledged that he either has no work-life balance at all or manages to balance the two rather well. It's actually quite acceptable for the CEO of Facebook to spend 50 to 60 hours a week attending to work-related duties. He spends the bulk of his time working if you count the time he spends thinking about Facebook-related issues and how he intends to accomplish his goals. When not working, Zuckerberg enjoys engaging in activities that challenge his thinking. Traveling, learning Mandarin Chinese, and reading. He reads voraciously and is constantly immersed in a book. Evening's routine. Being a family guy, Zuckerberg spends the most of his evenings with his wife, Dee Priscilla Chan, and daughter Max. He used his 2 months of parental leave to welcome Max into the world in 2015. The couple welcomed August, a new daughter, in 2017. The family plays games and reads after sharing a meal together. Zuckerberg and his wife put the kids to bed before retiring for the evening. Mark Zuckerberg's sleep schedule. The CEO thinks that getting enough sleep is important. He rises about 8 in the morning and sleeps until about 11 or 12 at night. He makes an effort to get at least 7 to 8 hours of good sleep each night, but his working hours may change based on how often he travels. How many hours does Mark Zuckerberg sleep? Mark Zuckerberg sleeps for about 7 to 8 hours. He gets good rest each night. Everyone is aware of how crucial it is to have a regular sleep routine. It supports maintaining both physical and mental wellness. Mark Zuckerberg's work schedule. Mark Zuckerberg's work schedule is quite busy and filled with a lot of challenging tasks. He attempts to devote at least 50 to 60 hours a week to his work, which may appear to anyone to be a full-time employment. And we're all well aware of the benefits his work hours have provided for us all. How many hours a week does Mark Zuckerberg work? He works for around 50 to 60 hours a week. But for his brain's relaxation, he tries to dedicate some time to other recreational activities like reading books and learning Mandarin. Mark Zuckerberg's habits. We are all well aware of how crucial habits are in shaping a person's quality of life. Even if you are affluent and have all the comforts of life, it may be difficult for you to support yourself for a long time if you do not have excellent habits. Every successful leader in the world has developed habits that have aided in their own achievement. Let's examine the routines that have aided Mark Zuckerberg in creating his legacy. He is a believer in continuous learning. We are all aware of how crucial it is to keep up with the latest technological advancements. Furthermore, a person who is up to date is much regarded and respected in all fields in which you are now employed. Zuckerberg supports lifelong learning and is acutely aware of the need of remaining current. It keeps you healthy and improves your suitability for the workforce. He loves to keep himself fit and tries to engage in fitness activities. The CEO attempts to go for runs after viewing his social media in the morning. He finds that running helps him to focus and make better decisions. We're all aware of the significance of the choices he must make every day. Thus, running aids in his quest for more clarity. In an effort to maintain better health, he keeps himself physically active. He makes sure to keep a balance between his family and work. Work-life balance has always been the topmost priority for Mark Zuckerberg. He spends time with his family and always tries to make time for his daughters. He is blessed with 2 beautiful daughters and he loves them dearly. He tries to be present and spends quality time with his daughters. He likes to put them to bed and say a prayer to them. He also loves to go on runs with his pet dog. That way, it helps him re-energize and refresh. He believes in saving time by minimizing decisions about little things. We are all aware of how he saves time by limiting the time he spends on minor judgments. He has a set of clothing that he wears every day without fail. He makes an effort to avoid spending time and effort on insignificant decisions. He believes in trying out new things, making mistakes, and learning from them. You may have heard that moving beyond of one's comfort zone is necessary for meaningful growth. Yes, it is accurate. Zuckerberg places a strong emphasis on taking chances and growing from your errors. Making errors is completely acceptable, but the intelligent person is the one who gains wisdom from them. You may already be familiar with some of these practices because we were taught to adopt them at a very young age. At every stage of our lives, our elders have counseled us to exercise, maintain good health, and continue studying. You might be tempted to take on some of his behaviors. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any updates.